you have done a lot of work on the Jack the Ripper case. You have someone pegged, and there's a mountain of evidence that this guy did it. And you have said previously that sometimes it feels like the spirit world is sort of preventing things. We had that experience this week at the studio.
It was the weirdest series.
Well,
the
tell me about
Gremlins
it.
were in the studio. It was this strange series of kind of perfect storm of electrical events.
Yeah.
A switch went out here that blew out a
an
load
unlimited
capacitor
battery pack essentially for our equipment.
for the computers, and it kept shutting down the entire computer system. We'd get it all fixed back up, and we'd come back in, and the computers would all be off. And it was
and the problem was we were focused on a breaker that had an abnormal amount of wear and tear in it.
Right.
Like nobody's been moving this breaker at all since we moved into the studio, but it was so worn it kept coming loose.
It was the part that held it in place had slowly, the metal fatigue on it had slowly worn away, so it wouldn't stay in place. But we installed it brand new 3 years ago, and literally, other than turning the studio on, no one has ever flipped the switch since.
Yeah.
So the metal has become fatigued, as though there's been lots of wear
That's
on
weird.
the switch.
And we were like, is
But
this
there's-
the ghost of Sickert?
Like somebody's flipping it up and down.
Because
Somebody's worn it out, and there's no one has used it.
Yeah.
Well, I can only tell you that I have had lots of really weird experiences with the Jack the Ripper stuff. And so have people around me, and I'm very grateful that they did, or people would think I was crazy. But these were witness things where, for example, a very common thing is electrical disturbances. And I remember when I first started working on, when I was decided to go ahead and start doing the rewrite, which was in September, literally 3 years ago. It was the fall of 2012. And I was sitting at I have my big computer on the desk, and then I have a laptop, which is what I use for the internet searches. And it's like something I'm just starting this. Something puts its finger on the keyboard, and I'm just watching all these letters going by. And it's like I'm not even touching my computer. And I used to have stuff like that happen all the time when I was working with him, and I was living in a brand new house where no one had ever lived before, and I could hear doors opening and shutting and walking on the floorboards, and I'd say, Walter, are you coming or going? Because you're not going to scare me. Leave me alone.
Right? I'm writing the book, Walter.
But no, everybody tells the same stories.
Yeah.
Everyone who's been involved in this case with me has had very strange experiences. And I do believe that life is an energy force that's neither created nor destroyed. So if you really think
That's a law of
that
physics,
the
right?
spirit of Jack the Ripper or anybody else is completely gone, I beg to differ.
Right.
And I certainly don't think he's gone.
Yeah.
I think he might live in my house now. I just haven't figured out where. I'm going to charge him rent, damn it.
I know, right? Send him a bill.
And I hide the knives.
Yeah.